Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to this latest episode of Fresh Review Friday. So sit back, relax, grab your cigar, maybe a drink, and enjoy. No, shit. Can't really introduce a cigar very well if it's still in the wrapper. So, there you go. Get rid of that. What's going on, guys? Kyle here, Dad Smoking Cigars. Welcome to another Fresh Review Friday. It is July. That means it is Heritage Month, at least as far as Dad Smoking Cigars is concerned. And I am choosing to, for the first time ever really, on this channel, to review some heritage slash big name brands. As many of you know, this channel tends to focus mainly on boutiques, which I love boutique cigars, but at the same time, I got my start on a number of big name and heritage brands, so decided to go that route this month since it's the month of our independence, a month of reflecting on so much American history, good, bad, and indifferent. So I decided to check out some heritage brands and big names. So the first one that I'm going to be doing, reviewing actually, because last week I did smoke a heritage brand of the Ashton VSG, and this is a long intro, isn't it? The Ashton VSG with my dad, and this week I'm actually going to be reviewing the cigar that won out in between the two that I asked you guys to pick, and that is the Rocky Patel Sungrown Maduro. Cue music. Hey guys, welcome back to another Fresh Review Friday. You're watching Dad Smoking Cigars, sponsored by Costa Cuevas Cigars. Thank you so much for joining me. And as I said before, July, Heritage Month. I'm going to be focusing on heritage brands and big name cigars. Many of us smoke them. Many of us got started on smoking the big name brands, maybe switched over to boutiques, maybe a mix of both. They all have their place. Some of them we enjoy, some of them we don't care for very much, and the whole point is just figure out what we like and don't like and go from there. Now, this cigar that I'm going to be smoking, as I mentioned before, is the Rocky Patel Sungrown Maduro. This cigar, I had 5 of them. I'm down to 2. One of them I didn't even smoke. I think I gave to a friend of mine, and the other 2 I did smoke. And you know what? And I'm going to be perfectly transparent with you. Over the last couple of years, Rocky Patel has kind of been hit or miss with me. Some fell flat, some were pretty good. This one I remember being pretty decent. Having smoked it a couple of times, it's been a while. This is going to be a refresher for me. So it's been a while since I've smoked Rocky Patel, and I'm just going to give it a go tonight because, as I said, it won out in between the 2 cigars I asked you guys to help me pick. So let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and cut this bad boy. All right. Cold draw. That is big on the cocoa, and I think I kind of fudged the cap just a tiny bit, so I'm going to try and... was able to fix that pretty easily. But big time on the cocoa flavor. Wow. Slight bit of that dried fruit flavor. Slight bit of filler, as usual, but thankfully I didn't inhale a bunch of it this time. This is kind of, I would think it's like a Toro Vitola, but it's got a nice little box pressed. It actually came in a bundle that I bought almost about 2 years ago, actually. So this has been sitting in my humidor for a while. In a bundle called Box Pressed Beauties, one of the few bundles at Cigars International that carry that particular moniker. And yeah, this was one of them among a bunch of others. So I'm going to go ahead and toast it up and see where we land once it gets started. Come on. The wind is completely screwing with my toast, and I'm just going, okay, I'll stop. You guys know me by now. I have one too many quirks to name. So anyways. Again, lots of cocoa notes right off the bat. A slight bit of pepper, though. right off the first puffs, and it gets stronger. The back end, particularly. Wow, lots of punch right there, right off the bat. Jeez. Smoke output's pretty decent. I kind of pooched the shoulder a little bit with the wrapper. I'm going to see if I can get that fixed a little bit. Spicy retro, but not too bad. Bit of a kick, but didn't make me kind of sputter and cough as it does sometimes. But tastier than I remember. So that's good. Great start. So I'm going to go ahead and get into this next bit, the first third, and I'll tell you what I make of it then. So stick around and you'll hear my thoughts whether you like it or not. Okay. Hello again, back after the first third, smoking the Rocky Patel Sungrown Maduro. And you know what? This is so much better than I remember it. And I feel like I should explain that just a little bit because kind of touching back on something I said before. Rocky Patel for me, it just for some time it was hit and miss. I've smoked a number of Rocky Patels. I've smoked the Royal Reserve. I've smoked the Decade, which I enjoyed the Decade very much. I've smoked the Old World Reserve, which is kind of one of their more inexpensive sticks, and you know, kind of up and down, a little bit here and there on the board. You know, I haven't smoked a ton of them, but the ones that I did smoke, you know, were just okay. And again, I think it has everything to do with palate. I know a ton of people who smoke Rocky Patel on the regular. It's in their rotation, in their humidor regularly, and they will buy a box of it. They'll buy the samplers. They'll buy pretty much anything Rocky Patel puts out. And you know what? That's great. Rocky Patel is a great brand, and they do make really good cigars. I had the pleasure of getting to meet and hang out with Hamlet Paredes, who rolls for Rocky Patel, but he also makes his own cigar line, which is put out. People still shooting off fireworks. How do they know I'm about to talk? Oh my gosh. It's been an interesting night. A possum just paid a visit to my yard and people shooting off fireworks. So anyway. But lost my train of thought. No, I didn't. I'm kidding. But Hamlet Paredes is a fantastic cigar maker and does really great work for Rocky Patel and his own cigar line. Very talented. Used to work at the Partagas factory in Cuba, so the guy knows his stuff. And he does a great job with Rocky Patel. And this is a very good blend of tobacco. And once again, I did do my research, didn't see what was in the damn cigar before I decided to chat you guys up. So, but it's very tasty, good flavors, lots of cocoa, kind of a smoky flavor, and I know that sounds funny. I'm smoking a cigar, so obviously there's going to be some smokiness to it, but like actual smoky, like kind of smoky wood, like you would use to put in a smoker if you're smoking meat, kind of that aroma and flavor. Kind of a smoky charred wood, lots of cocoa, bit of pepper, mostly on the back end, kind of lingers on the tongue, starts off a little strong, then becomes very subtle and kind of just hangs out for a while. But it's a good cigar. Construction is really good. I tried to see how long the ash would hold, but it went out on me once, and odds are it probably just went out on me, so let's see. I let it sit too long. Oh man, I'm going to have quite a few outtakes to throw at the end of this video, so I hope you enjoy the hilarity. Or just the major cringe and eye rolls. Whatever you think it is, I'll let you decide. Anyway. And it's back. So, but I'm enjoying it. It's actually really good. I'm glad I kind of let it sit for a long time. I don't know if that helped at all, but it's good. I'm enjoying it. And, cheers, Rocky Patel. This is probably the one Rocky Patel I've enjoyed the most in the last year, you know, I would say in recent times. So, again, Rocky Patel puts out good stuff. It's all about palate. And my palate is enjoying this stick. So I'm going to keep enjoying this stick. And I'll get back to you when I wrap up the second third and let you know if I'm still enjoying this stick, which I probably will be, but either way, you're going to hear it. So, see you guys in a sec. Okay, here we are, finishing up second, third, and slight transition. The cocoa and kind of the chocolatey, kind of coffee notes, slight hint of espresso, I guess, gone, and it's got a little bit, well, a bit more peppery for sure. Very spicy on the retrohale, like wide eyes, watering. It's a bit of spicy on the retrohale, very peppery, and so I haven't been doing too much of the retrohale, just because it's a slightly uncomfortable feeling, even though it opens up the flavor. If it's just too much punch, then I kind of just like, okay, chill out on that. But it's gotten a bit nutty, more of that kind of smoked wood, smoky wood smell, charred wood a little bit. Yeah, and there's some other flavors I'm having kind of trouble placing. It's a little bit on the nuttier side, but I'm enjoying it so far. It's got good flavor. I mean, again, I don't smoke a lot of Rocky Patels, but this one is definitely good. I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm glad I came back to it. I'm glad this is the one I decided to smoke tonight. Really good flavor so far. I've had to relight a couple times. One, you saw in the last segment, I let it sit for too long. In the beginning, I was letting the ash kind of go for a bit, and even though I was puffing on it fairly consistent, it still went out on me. I had to tap that ash off and relight. So, but the construction's holding very well. Flavor's really good. It's not getting hot. The construction's really good. It's not getting squishy or anything like that. It just has that slight bit of give you want your cigars to have. Not packed or rolled too tight. It's doing very well. I like it. And yeah, so far so good. I'm looking forward to seeing what the last third holds. So I'm going to get into that, and I'll be back with you guys in just a minute and let you know my final thoughts on the Rocky Patel Sungrown Maduro. So see you in a quick minute. Second. Some lapse of time. All right, everyone. Finishing up that final third of the Rocky Patel Sungrown Maduro, and it's definitely transitioned a bit more, far more bready, and just getting some savory notes. I'm just noticing. And still got a bit of that pepper. I've tried to avoid retrohaling because it's spicy, really spicy, and please ignore my sprinklers. But yeah, it is definitely a bit of a spicy stick towards the end, a bit more pepper on the back end, but very bready right now. Kind of a salty, savory, almost like. I've had some cigars that had a little bit of that kind of like salted beef jerky type of flavor. It's subtle, but it's there. But yeah, definitely more savory towards the end. It lost most of its sweetness towards the middle. Any chocolatey notes or anything like that were pretty much gone. And it's definitely, I think, transitioned from like a medium to full flavored. I don't know about full body because it doesn't have a crazy amount of strength, but it's definitely got a bold flavor. And it's tasty. I like it. I'm very surprised because, again, thinking back on when I tried it for the first time, it's so far back I can't quite place my experience, and I've kind of been sitting on this one for a while and decided to bust it out again. It won out in the votes and stuff like that. So I'm glad I decided to go with this one. But yeah, the burn is pretty good. Not razor straight, but it's maintained very well. Construction is really good. Still pretty solid. Not super soft or squishy or even hot. But the flavor's good. I'm liking it a lot. I'm definitely glad. Again, I'm glad I picked this one or decided this one happened to be the one I'm smoking tonight. So it's very good. I like it, and definitely something I would smoke again. And again, with Rocky Patel, it's not a huge part of my rotation. I still got a few Rocky Patel cigars in my humidor that I kind of save for a rainy day. If I just want to smoke something, and I don't have a whole lot of time, or I'm busy doing something, and I just want to puff on a cigar, those are some of the ones that I pick. That isn't to say that Rocky Patel, again, it's not a bad brand by any stretch of the imagination. Rocky Patel makes some good cigars, and this is definitely one of them. So I think I might make some more room in my rotation for some Rocky Patels, just so I can try a few more and see how I like them. Rocky Patel makes a lot of different lines, and I'm definitely willing to branch out and try some more of what they've got. So those are my final thoughts on the cigar. As far as a rating goes, I think I would give this a solid, I would say this is probably an 88. If I had to say, what my rating is, it's an 88. Not one of the most spectacular cigars I've ever smoked, but it's good, got decent, pretty good flavor, good construction, good burn. Only went out a couple of times. I enjoyed it. I really did. But it kind of, I've been so stuck on boutiques for a while. Sometimes I forget that, there are some really good, there's always some very good heritage and big name brands, and I just kind of tend to stay on the boutiques for a while and then go back to some of those bigger names, so that way I can kind of be reminded of what they're like and decide if they stay in my rotation or if I ever smoke them again, or what I decide to do them. They all have their place. Everyone has a different palate, and everyone enjoys what they enjoy. And if you enjoy Rocky Patel, then I say good on you. I enjoy Rocky Patel as well. So that's my thoughts on the Rocky Patel Sungrown Maduro. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much. I'm recording this video today on the 2-year anniversary of when Dad Smoking Cigars first launched. So it's pretty exciting. I got some announcements coming up in another video that should have been put out by now. If not, it'll be out by this weekend. Got some details to give you guys on a giveaway, and I'm very excited about that and looking forward to seeing who wins that giveaway. You guys have been so amazing and supportive. Thank you so much for watching the videos and chiming in and talking with me. You guys are awesome, and I love you. So thank you for making Dad Smoking Cigars what it is. And I will continue to put out these videos and enjoy cigars with you guys and take your suggestions and recommendations, and I will continue to try lots of different smokes and be a part of the cigar community. That's the best part of this whole thing, smoking good cigars with you guys, the community. So thank you so much for your support, and that's pretty much it for me. You guys take care of yourselves, stay safe, stay healthy, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Hey guys, thanks again for tuning into this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and also follow Dad Smoking Cigars on dads_smoking_cigars on Instagram, and be sure to check us out on Facebook. Until then, guys, stay smoky, and I'll see you in the next one. And now it's time for Outtakes with Dad. Oh yeah. What's going on, everybody? Kyle here, Dad Smoking Cigars, and I'm at a loss for words. I didn't think that intro through very well. So anyway, let's do that again. Oh, still recording and playing on my phone. I knew that. I'm just a dork. And why am I forgetting all my stuff? Cutter, lighter, all that shit. There's gonna be bleeps. Bleep, bleep, beep, beep, bleep, beep, beep, beep. I'm ready now. Or am I? I don't even know. Worked the first couple times. Now the button doesn't work. Falling asleep.